there. Or to the go-to person. That's why they've fallen out. Then now that it's been impeached, I don't know how it's all going to be finding out from them. Do you want people who will be sucking up to you all the time, or you want people who will be telling you that, look, the part that you are chatting is not the right part? What do you think? Well, let us know what you think. Juliet says that. What do you think? She's also asking a question there. Okay. Now, yes, bringing you that the other story from Ghana before I bring the first part of the program to close, and then bring you a repeat broadcast of one of our conversations with our man, Mr. Dan Tabiri, this morning. The National Democratic Congress has served notice that it will not accept attempts to prevent Ghanaians living in Togo from participating in the upcoming general elections. So the question that I've been asking is, so what are they going to do about that? Okay, as I did say, our money man wants us to do a repeat there. Okay. Thank you. Now, according to the NDC National Chairman Johnson Nketia, the opposition party will squarely meet any act of discrimination against people crossing into the country via land to vote. Now, speaking at a rally in Ziope, in the Agotime Ziope constituency, which lies on the Ghana-Togo border. Now, he questioned the intention of the ROPA law passed by the governing New Patriotic Party. So, the logic they want us to understand is that if you are a Ghanaian and you are living in America and you fly to Kotoka International Airport, they will allow you to go and vote. But if you are a Ghanaian living in Togo and you want to come and vote in your hometown, that one, you are a Togolese. Oh gosh, it's quite interesting. He urged electorates in the constituency that has been traditional seat of the NDC to be steadfast at the governing MPP will devise means of ensuring their votes are suppressed by preventing their relatives from crossing over to vote. The MPP will find, in the quote, that's what he's saying, every reason to prevent you from voting and to prevent those who live in Togo from coming to their own country to vote, he stressed. Mr. Nketia appealed to the electorate to vote for the NDC to win the upcoming elections to liberate them from their sufferings. Well, it's quite an interesting one. Juliet says that and the Jomo Kenyatta being sold, etc., the Adani in Kenya, of course. It's a greetings Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, and Africa as a whole. It's quite an interesting thing happening in on the African continent as well, you know. But it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Before we take a break and bring you the Money Hour, just bear with me. A final story from here. The Electoral Commission has responded to public concerns that have been raised about ballot statistics being made available before the 2024 presidential and parliamentary election ballot papers are printed. The Commission has reassured the public that ballot paper printing has not yet commenced. The EC has announced that starting on Friday, October 11, 2024, notices on poll for the presidential and parliamentary elections will be printed. But the Commission's delivery of ballot statistics for printing firm, political parties, and all candidates will precede the actual printing of ballot. The EC in a statement reaffirmed its commitment to transparency, saying, as has always been the case, the Commission will provide ballot statistics to the candidates, political parties, and all printing houses before the printing of ballot papers starts. Printing of ballot papers will only commence after ballot statistics have been provided to all stakeholders. The Commission will not depart from this practice. We urge the public and the stakeholders to trust the Electoral Commission to deliver a transparent, credible, free, and fair election in December 2024. So does it give you some hope going into the elections at all? Does it give you some hope? That is a question on the lips of most Ghanaians and the world, Africans and the world as a whole this morning. But before we go, let's try to see some of the updates that have come from there. Well, the Kenyan leader is doing his best when it comes to helping Haiti. The Haitian Prime Minister Gary Conille visited Kenya on Thursday as was scheduled to meet the President William Ruto today. The agenda for the meeting includes multinational security support mission, which has seen nearly 400 Kenyan police officers deployed to Haiti since June to assist in the fight against gang violence. Now, speaking to journalists, Conille said he wanted to accelerate the multinational security task force by the UN that saw its mandate extended. Haiti has been the urge of, Haiti has been on the urge following recent deadly attacks that have been termed massacres in Pont Sunday. 115 people have been confirmed dead and dozens still hospitalized. During a visit to Haitian capital last month, William Ruto promised to send 600 police officers by January. However, significant financial and logistical hurdles remain. The mission's budget is $600 million, but so far only the US has provided $380 million, with Canada and others contributing an additional $85 million. The expanding shortfall has led Washington and Ecuador to push for the mission's transformation into a UN peacekeeping mission. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is where we bring the first part of the program to a close, preparing the ground to bring you the Money Hour. So wherever you are, stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Enjoy this music whilst we line up the Money Hour. Stay tuned. This is from the Oja Band, and it says Times and Seasons.
Yeah! I do top peace last of magna of things, none of fire, and of this Iowa blaze. In this infinite Iowa, Jaman call all them youth boys. Stay straight, for the time has come. Grab one if there's not great one, Rasta no time to waste.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. No time to waste. Ay.
Time and tide waits for no man.
Ay. Time and tide don't wait for any man. Yo.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. No time to waste.
Do what you gotta do.
Ay. Whatever life you lead and where you are now in life is the fruits of what you sow or what you sow yesterday. Hey, whatever life you lead and where you are now in life is the fruits of what you sow or what you sow yesterday.
Okay, that's a very nice tune there from the Oja Band this afternoon, coming away from Starr Radio UK. Juliet says, what? Okay, yes. As she sent her the link pertaining to what is happening in Kenya and the role that Kenya is playing in there as well. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It's a happy Starr Radio, and we say happy Juliet. Yes, there. All right then. Now I'll bring you that bit of that song after the program, after the conversation with Mr. Dan Tabiri. But now let's join him with or on the Money Hour, and today we're looking at marriage allowance. Stay tuned and don't you go away. Okay, so just stay tuned and just bear with us whilst we bring you that there as well. Wow. Okay. So, once again, welcome to the program. Listeners, Starr Radio UK Money Hour with the money man himself, Mr. Dante Berry, CEO of GIL Accountancy Services. You have any accounting issues, my goodness, name it from A to Z. He is there to help you sort it out. So you get in touch with him, and once the program is over, at the tail end of the program, he's going to put in his contact details and everything there. If you want to know more about him, you can go to our apps, and you have where the program outline is. You will get his image there. Click on it and you have all the details about him, or he'll be telling you about his website, how you can email him or whatever you want to do to get in touch with him. Okay, so marriage allowance. What is marriage allowance?
Right, so marriage allowance, as the name connotes, basically tells us that you have to be married or in a civil partnership to be able to qualify for this allowance. Marriage allowance came about as a result or as part of the package that the Chancellor introduced to boost household incomes, especially the people at the lower end of the scale.
Okay.
To put a little bit more money into their pocket.
Okay.
And this has been in effect since tax year 5th of April 2015. Yeah. So what marriage allowance does is that it allows you to transfer about 10% of your personal allowance to your other spouse, and this happens where one spouse earns below the personal allowance or the tax threshold.
Okay.
So, and the other person earns in the basic rate tax band. So we are talking of one of the couple who earns for the purposes of this illustration. Let's say for this tax year earns under £11,850.
Okay.
And then the other partner earns between £11,850 and £46,350. So that's the band.
Okay.
So if your earnings fall within these boundaries, then definitely, and you are married, then you qualify.
Okay. So you were talking about the fact that 10% of the other partners what tax will be whether
that's right will be transferred over. So for 2018-19, the current tax year that we're in, you can transfer us up to £1,190 to your partner. So that transfer means that your partner now gets a higher band or a higher personal allowance, and therefore they get relief at 20% of this amount, which works up to £238 a year.
£238.
So literally, this is the amount that you can physically get in cash, £238, if you are able to make this claim.
Wow. And
this is tax free. You don't have to pay anything else. You don't have to make any other reporting to anybody else. The way it works is that they will change the person with a higher tax rate, they will change their tax code if they are employed to be able to make this claim. But we'll go through all the details as we go ahead.
Okay.
So that's basically what marriage allowance is.
Okay. So again, I know that you talked a bit about who qualifies.
Yeah. So one, you have to be married or in a civil partnership, and secondly, you have to be one of the partners has to have an income less than 11,850, and then the other partner has to have income between 11,850 and 46,350. So basically, that is the criteria.
Okay. So that's
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you are earning a pension income as well, you still qualify. It does not matter whether with age or whether you
that's
live
a good
abroad.
one. I was going to.
Yes, even if you live abroad and you're still entitled, you're a UK resident, you're still entitled to your personal allowance. It can still be transferred over to your spouse.
Wow, interesting. Now you said it started in 2015, April 2015.
Exactly.
Okay.
It started from the tax year 5th of April 2015.
Okay.
So we're talking 2014-15, which is literally about 5 years back. We are entering into the 5th year.
Yeah.
So if you make a claim now, guess what? Your claim can be backdated up to the 5th of April 2015 if you qualified in those years. So people are sitting on, and this is what, times 4. So if you're looking at about £230 each year, then multiply that by 4, you're looking at £1,000 plus HMRC you put in your account within the next few weeks.
Woo! Money is good. I mean, wow.
So people should check their situation, their circumstances, and see whether they qualify and make this claim. I mean, like I have been saying, the UK tax legislation, it changes every year depending on situations. And currently with Brexit, we don't know what exactly is going to happen. So whilst these allowances are available, I encourage everybody to make sure they take what they are entitled to before everything else changes again.
Yeah. Wow, listeners, marriage allowance for you on the Money Hour on Starr Radio UK with the money man himself, Mr. Dan Tabiri. Okay, so now let's go to the type of marriages. You did talk about if you are married or you are in a civil relationship. Now, some people are asking the question that is it traditional marriage or what? They want to know.
Well, it's marriage that is recognized in the UK.
In the UK.
So in this instance, marriage under ordinance.
Okay.
And then I think we have introduced into I'm not a legal person, into the UK legislation what we call civil partners.
Yeah.
So where people live together as if they are married. And then there are other forms of marriage as well these days. I can't go through all of them.
Yeah.
But if that falls within the definition of a civil partnership, then yes, definitely you would qualify.
Okay. Wow. Listen to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, with Mr. Dan Tabiri bringing you or putting some money in your pockets this afternoon. Marriage allowance. Okay, so you talked about what will be one's entitlement. You did talk about that 238.
Yeah. So for this year it's 238. Next year, when the personal allowance moves to £12,500, this benefit would be £250 a year.
Okay.
So it's likely to be increasing as well. And it's important to know, once you make the application for 1 year, it keeps on rolling. You don't have to make application each year.
Oh.
It automatically goes on until your circumstances change and you tell HMRC or the legislation is removed.
Oh, okay.
So you just have to make the application once, and then it will be carried on for you.
Okay. So how easy is the application forms? How easy is one able to do it? How easy is it?
The application, before I come to the application, can I just add this to it as well?
Go on, sir.
So if you were born, or you or your partner was born before 1935, you might benefit more as a couple by applying for married couples allowance. I will not go into details, but there's also another allowance called married couples allowance, but that is age related.
Okay.
That relates to people who are born before the 6th of April 1935. And those people get married couples allowance, and it's better than this marriage allowance.
Oh, okay.
And also, because you cannot claim both of them. So if you're claiming the married couple's allowance, you can't also claim the marriage allowance. And therefore, it's beneficial to just stay with the married couple's allowance.
Okay. Before you go on the question that I asked, now you did mention the fact that it doesn't matter whether you are in the country or outside the country, you will still benefit from that. But where even you are in the country and you are not living in the same houses.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work as well?
It doesn't matter so long as you have a marriage in place.
Okay.
It doesn't matter whether you are living apart for whatever reason.
Oh, okay.
And it's always as we would come to see the application process, the person with the lower income is the one who makes the claim.
The person with the lower income is the one who does
the application, and then it is transferred to the other person.
Okay. Yes, I know that we are going to the application, how it's done. But again, if somebody earns more than the 46,500 per annum, now does that mean that the other partner who maybe is earning less than the 11,000 plus doesn't qualify?
Exactly.
Okay.
Because now the other person who's earning more than 46,350 goes beyond the boundaries. He now goes into the 40% tax bracket.
Okay.
And so that disqualifies him. So this marriage allowance only works for people who are taxed at the basic rate.
Okay. Let's go to the application, please.
Yeah, so the application process is very simple. You can do it online if you go to www.gov.uk and /apply marriage allowance. It will give you an online form, and then you fill it in with your details, your date of birth, address, national insurance number, and things like that. They would use information that they hold about you to try and identify you, and it's a very straightforward application. And once you've done that, then HMRC will check the details that you've provided, and then if satisfied, they would transfer your personal allowance to your spouse, which the effect is that you will see a change in your tax code, which means your personal allowance would have dropped, and then the amount that has been transferred onto your spouse's tax code would reflect in a higher tax code, and so they would get the tax relief. If the claim is backdated to the 5th of April 2015, because HMRC cannot go back to change tax code for tax years that has expired, they will send you a check in the post for the amounts that you are due. Okay.
Yes, go on, sir.
Yeah, so that is the application process. Simply go online and make the application. If you think you need help of a professional person, then definitely speak to an accountant, or you can contact me and I'll guide you as to how you can make this application.
Okay, so somebody is listening to us this afternoon and has just sent a question in saying that they just got married. They're getting married over this weekend. The moment they get married, can they apply for it?
Absolutely, so long as they have a marriage
certificate.
Definitely, they can.
Okay.
Definitely, they can. Yes.
But it should be an acceptable marriage here in the UK.
Oh yes. I mean, so long as, like I explained, so long as it's recognized as marriage in the eyes of UK law, then you would qualify to make the claim.
Okay. All right. So let's say thank you very much to Mr. Dantabri for that wonderful conversation. But if you want to get in touch with him this morning pertaining to the latest on the marriage allowance, then please All that you have to do is to either email him at dan@gilaccountancyservices.com, dan@gilaccountancyservices.com, or you can call him on his number, and his number is 079-612-48834, 079-612-48834, and he will be of assistance to you. But ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're bringing the program to a close for today. For those of you who were on the YouTube channel, my apologies. I think the connection went down. It restarted, but I didn't see that. But once again, let me say thank you very much for tuning in to listen to us. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Tomorrow, God willing, we will be coming your way in the morning with the Power Word International. Yes, the Power Hour with Reverend Michael Esiama. We want to encourage you to be part of that program as well. As Juliet has said, he said, let's pray for Haiti to find its peace. Well, there's lots of prayers that we have to pray with everything that is going on from across the globe. But ladies and gentlemen, let me say thank you very, very much for tuning in this morning to listen to us. I end the program with a tune from the Zongo man himself. I'm not sure why the broadcast did end there. Maybe it was because of the reggae tune that came your way. But until I come your way on Monday, it is me actually saying have a top of the day. And those of you who haven't got churches to go to, well, Sunday Bible Life Family Ministries also brings you a live church broadcast as well. Reverend Hendrik Bruce and his team will be doing that as well on Starr Radio UK. So we make sure that we deliver all our promises as we're supposed to. But remember, it's all happening live. Where? In London, Kensington, 179 to 199 Holland Park Avenue, W11 for you. The dinner night with a special guest, Dr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, is at 7 p.m. tonight. And then tomorrow, we'll be continuing with the one and only. When I say one and only, what do I mean by that? The 1 million match that will be taking place there as well. So make sure you listen or you join in to that program as well. On that note, let me say God richly bless you all. Until I come your way on Monday, I say God bless you and see you all. Bye-bye for now. Have a wonderful weekend. And to as many of you who joined in, stay blessed. Bye-bye for now.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone smile. Don't smile in my face and stop me hard.
This is Starr Radio UK.
The bully, oppressor.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband, be nice to your wife, be nice to your colleagues, be nice to your mates, be nice